Hey, what's up, everyone? It's not just your average Joe, and this is really for Cumber 567, since he asked about Faye. Um, Nothing really stands out. Highlights is the decent resistance and the HP, I suppose. It's an okay attack, but defense is okay, I suppose, and the speed is low. So looking at this already, you can already assume Brave Bow because if they're gonna be a slow unit, then you might as well give them a Brave Weapon to attack twice. Um, So we're gonna look at her weapon that she initially starts with, and then we're gonna talk about. She needs a lot of work. That's why. We're gonna talk about other stuff. So like her passive skills and stuff. So she gets fire sweep bow, and then enemies cannot counter attack when you initiate the attack, and vice versa when they initiate you can't counter attack. So this is kind of good on Reinhardt's, and like she can still double if she has a brave bow too. Like there's a possibility if she has a brave bow that she can double. Uh, no, but then she won't have the fire sweep bow effect. Yeah, no, ignore that. So, fire sweep bow plus would work on units such as Reinhardt or Owen or any ranged unit really that has Vantage. This is a good counter for it, especially if you give them the breaker for it. Just so you know, like it's not lost. It has its niche and it has its use, so don't write it off the bat because if you plan to give her another weapon, that's a luxury at that point. I feel. But it really needs a lot of work. The only other option I would really pick is Brave Bow. I mean, you could give Killer Bow too, but we'll get to that in another. Well, not in another. Later on. So active skill in Noontime that already needs some work. Passive skills, Wings of Mercy is fine. The Wings of Mercy it just really works well, mostly with ranged units. Um, I find it more useful with ranged units, especially when you wait for the unit to attack you. Um, you can also attack a unit first and then have the Wings of Mercy. You warp and you kill off that unit. That works too, right? So I feel it's more useful for ranged units. But I have had Fredericks own me before, so I'm just putting it out there. Seesaw had good quality of life skill, but not exactly a good skill per se in combat. So you can see she needs a lot of work. Arguably the weapon, the for sure the active skill, support skill even, and the bow experience one. So in terms of combat, I'll give her a threatened defense. There's no point giving her threatened speed. Just give her a threatened defense and give her threatened defense from a callus or something, and give her death blow. That combo. I always like talking about the combo. It's a really good combo. Um, Then you can give her ardent sacrifice, or you can give her reciprocal aid, and you can use that to your advantage with a defiant skill. So probably most likely defiant attack. Actually, to be perfectly honest, that's probably the only defiant skill you want, defiant attack. Defiant resistance if you want to build a slightly different build. One that combos with Glacius, but that's on that's another thing. Uh, you could give her Fury, but why? But why would you do that? You could, I guess, but why? So yeah, that's really everything. It's either a death blow, a certain defense combo, or you give her a defiant attack or something like that. Um, since she's a ranged unit, you could give her fortify or hone, but that's not really. She's not a very supportive character in general, so that's not something I would recommend. But that the option's always open, right? Um, it depends whether or not you want her to be more supportive or more combat ready, right? Whatever niche she has to fill in your team. But I definitely would prefer her being a combat unit as opposed to a supportive unit. Active skill, like the special skills, I would give her Glacius because of her nice resistance. It could combo with Defiant Resistance with the Killer Axe or with the Brave Bow. Either way, the cooldown's a lot faster. Especially with the Brave Bow. Killer Ball allows Iceberg to be active every 2 turns, which is pretty good because it's a 50% resistance. Because trust me, Faye is gonna need all the extra damage she can get. the 30 attack is not exactly the highest, right? Giving her a breaker also would help out with her special skills cooldown. So it's a luxury at this point, which is why I don't want to mention it until the end, right? So luxury at this point is improving her B slot, which would be a breaker. I'll probably give her bull breaker to attack Takumi, right? Um, so yeah, I think that's everything really. You could keep the fire sweep bow plus. Skills need work, so either Glacius or Killer Bow, and then you always have your typical Moonbow Luna. All those both those skills always work. A slot either Defiant Attack. I would personally Defiant Attack's easier to get, but I would attempt Death Blow, right? Defiant Attack, Death Blow both work in conjunction with Threatened Defense, which is the C slot I would give Faye. But if you want her to be more supported, then give her a Hone Attack if you like. That's up to you. B slot, Wings of Mercy is fine, but you're in luxury territory with this and that. And her weapon, you give her Brave Bow or you give her a breaker, specifically Bow Breaker. Any of the Tone Breakers really works well too. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching. Hope this helped, and later days.